Hi everybody, Sharon here. How would you like to learn how to make a N95 equivalent 3M face mask in less than 10 minutes without any sewing? All you need is a 3M filter, which you remove it from the frame and remove the metal grate in here. It's all just glued in, so it comes apart pretty easily. Buy the biggest one, by the way, because the biggest one makes way more mask, and it's the same price as the smallest one. This 3M filter covers all viruses and bacteria. It's made from Filtrete. Right here is what it looks like, and this is the 1500 version. And the bottom row is this filter, and it covers, as you could tell, viruses and bacteria on the very end. This filter, like I said, is the same filters that they use in hospitals. And these are just, you can't buy them in the store. So I was able to figure out, by using this kind of filter, this is how we can protect our families and ourselves. All you need is that filter, which ends up being like this when you're finished. And I cut it to 8 pleats. And the width, a really good cut, is 7 3/4. So I have measured and cut and made and messed up, and the 7 3/4 is perfect for an average adult. My husband's a big guy and it even fits him. Pipe cleaner, which I use for the metal. The other wires are very expensive. Pipe cleaner is very cheap, and it bends really well with your face. And then I found 3/8 of an inch elastic. Really works good. It's very comfortable. And last but not least, hot glue. This is what the mask looks like when it's done. And it bends and conforms to your face. Fits really nice, doesn't fall off like the rest, and it's snug. And that's what you need to protect yourself. So let's go and I'll show you how to make one. So I'm going to lower this down so you can see what I'm doing. So we are going to measure this to 7 3/4 of an inch, as I said. And then I take this pleat, close it up, and cut it all the way across. I flip this upwards, and then I take pipe cleaner, bend it in half, cut it, straighten it out, and then one end's going to be here, and this would be for the nose and the chin, so it bends and conforms to your face. Then I take hot glue, and I make sure that the pipe cleaner is centered, and where you want to glue it is more towards the top of this pleat, because you're going to be folding it over and burying it under the fabric. So I put a dot here and a dot here and make sure it is centered. It's very important to keep it centered. And then I stick it right onto the dots. Dries pretty quickly, which helps make it faster. And then I spin it around, and I do the same for the other side. Take a dot here, and a dot there. Stick it on. And then what I do is right in the inside of the seam, I run a whole bead of hot glue all the way across, because you are going to completely fold this over and seal it. Sometimes you get gaps, sometimes you don't. So we'll see how this one goes. So I flip it and run it all the way across. This and do the same. You get glue on your fingers at times. I've made so many of these now, so I got pretty used to the hot glue feel on my fingers. And like I said, if you get any gaps, make sure you fill them in. You do not want that pipe cleaner coming out. You want a nice seal. And then I spin it around. And I do the same for this one. Run it right in that seam, like I said. And I need some more glue. Let's get to it. And run it across. And flip this one over. See a little bit of a gap right here. And a little bit of a gap right there. So what you're left with is it looking like this. Once you have that, you keep this up because this is going to be the inside of your mask. And you spin it around and then you find the center point. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put a dot of glue on each side of this side of the point about 1 inch away from the edge. So 1 dot right here. And 1 dot right there. Yeah, a little more there. And then if you're good at making paper airplanes, you take this bend right here and you fold it right to that bend right there to make a point. And then you do the same here. You grab this point and you bring it right to here. So you got a point right here, right along the seam. And then once you have it, it looks pretty much like this. Then you want to tuck this in and glue this end in and this end in. So it'll be looking like that at that point after you glue it. So I'm going to run my glue right here and another part of glue right there. And there you go. So it looks like that when you're finished. Then I spin it around and I do the same on the other side. Find the center right there, about 1 inch away from the edge. 1 there and 1 there. Bring this pleat right here. And fold it right to that seam. And then you do the same right here. You take this and you fold it right to that seam. And then you add the glue to seal this part in. So I'm going to run the glue here. And some glue over here. And there. And believe it or not, it's finished. You just have to push out the ends. This is going to be where you add your strap. You can clip off that edge if you want to, but I don't. I leave it on. It actually adds extra support. And then I glue this to the outer. You do not glue it under because you want this to be a tight seal against your face. So you glue a dot of glue right here, and then you bring it around, make sure it's straight, and then you glue the other end right here. And what you're left with is a face mask that looks just like this. And when you're done with it and you take it off at the store, you could fold it right back up easily and just slip it into a sandwich bag and leave it in your car for whenever you go out. The reason why I'm making this, and I'm giving these away for free to all my family members, friends, and anybody that needs it around in my community. We have so many hoarders. This virus really brought out the worst in a lot of people. Hoarding toilet paper, hoarding paper towel, hoarding baby wipes, which is disgusting to me. And the mask you can't find in the store anywhere. So it got me thinking that 3M is the one that makes that, and I knew that they made a furnace filter, and I was just so curious because a lot of companies use the same type of product in many different items. And sure enough, this showed that it protects you against the virus and bacteria. So I hope this helps you guys, and I hope that you have goodwill and make masks for other people too. Keep this going because we need to protect each other. We're here for each other to help each other on this planet. And those hoarders just really disappoint me and disappoint a lot of you, I know, I'm sure. So good luck, and please share this video with all your friends because it's so fast and so easy. I've made this many in probably about 30 minutes tops. So keep up the good work, be safe, God bless you, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Take care.